Things we do for our mother on the cross.
I love my mother. Hope she got that. All right. We're continuing on in Genesis from 45 out of 50. So we're kind of getting towards the end of this Genesis thing. We've been talking about Joseph. And remember all his brother's crazy antics that led to where he's at. He was sold by his brothers as a slave and ended up in Egypt. And through a lot of things that was really set in place by God, he ended up being at the right hand of Pharaoh, and through this big famine in the land of Canaan, his brothers ended up coming to him for food. That's kind of where we left off. So we'll start with Genesis 45, verse 1. And Joseph could not control himself before all those who stood by him. He cried, "Make everyone go out from me." So this is where we pick up from last time. Do you remember? His brothers were before him asking for food, and they did that whole brother switch where, like, he really wanted his little brother, his brother Benjamin there, but Benjamin didn't come for one reason or another. So this big plan, you remember, and so now Benjamin's back, and Joseph is now at this point where he's showing his brothers who he is, and when he did that, he started crying. So that's why he's crying, and he made everybody go out from him. So no one stayed with him when Joseph made himself known to his brothers. And he wept aloud so that the Egyptians heard it, and the household of Pharaoh heard it. And Joseph said to his brothers, "I am Joseph. Is my father still alive?" But his brothers could not answer him, for they were dismayed at his presence. So Joseph said to his brothers, "Come near to me, please." And they came near. And he said, "I am your brother Joseph, whom you sold into Egypt. And now, do not be distressed or angry with yourselves because you sold me here, for God sent me before you to preserve life. For the famine has been in the land 2 years, and there are yet 5 years in which there will be neither plowing nor harvest. And God sent me before you to preserve for you a remnant on earth, and to keep alive for you many survivors. So it was not you who sent me here, but God. He has made me a father to Pharaoh, and lord of all his house, and ruler over all the land of Egypt. Hurry, and go up to my father, and say to him, 'Thus says your son Joseph, God has made me lord of all Egypt. Come down to me, do not tarry. You shall dwell in the land of Goshen. You shall be near me, you and your children and your children's children, and your flocks, your herds, and all that you have. There I will provide for you, for there are yet 5 years of famine to come, so that you and your household and all that you have do not come to poverty. And now your eyes see, and the eyes of your brother Benjamin see, that it is my mouth that speaks to you. You must tell my father of all my honor in Egypt, and of all that you have seen. Hurry and bring my father down here." Then he fell upon his brother Benjamin's neck and wept. And Benjamin wept upon his neck. And he kissed all his brothers and wept upon them. After that his brothers talked with him. So his brother Benjamin is his favorite brother. Benjamin wasn't around when he was sold. Was he? I don't know. Yeah, he was. Sorry. But Benjamin was the only other brother by the same mother. If you remember, his dad had a lot of wives, a lot of children with different wives, but Joseph's mom was Benjamin's mom also. It's the only two brothers that they share that in common. So when the report was heard in verse 16, in Pharaoh's house, Joseph's brothers have come. It pleased Pharaoh and his servants. And Pharaoh said to Joseph, "Say to your brothers, do this, load your beasts and go back to the land of Canaan, and take your father and your household and